Welcome to Subramani. I'm going to talk about a very unfamiliar topic that is boycott Brahmastra. Well, it's not about boycott Brahmastra that I'm going to talk to you about. It's about boycott Bollywood, which it is amazing to see how the whole thing started off. So let us call it boycott Brahmastra gang and Karan Johar gang, right? That's the Bollywood gang, whatever you want to call it. What happened was, initially there were some people who were saying boycott Bollywood. Now typically if you are Bollywood, you would have said just ignore them, we're 100 years old or 150 years old or whatever, and nobody has done anything to us, we are great. We as an organized body, I think it's at least 100 years old, if not more. So then they said nothing can happen to us. So first is, you don't even consider that as news, right? Because the mainstream media is not talking to you about boycott Bollywood. They're saying, oh, some random noises. So if you are a Bollywood gang, you first ignore it, saying, well, nothing can happen to us. The press doesn't matter. What they say doesn't matter. What so many people say doesn't matter. So first you don't even acknowledge that it is there. Next stage is you realize it is there, and then you hear about it, then you are in denial. You say, what are the numbers, how many people watch YouTube, how many people watch this, etc., etc. So you are in denial. And the third stage, you are in panic, you are wondering what to do, and then you pull in everybody, a lot of people try to help you, etc. You are in complete state of panic. Right now, I think the film industry is finding, or Bollywood is finding itself in the third stage of panic. What exactly has happened? Well, during the pandemic, people had access to a lot of entertainment, which could be short clips, which could be long clips, could be English, could be in Hindi, could be in Tamil. So people didn't realize that the impact of that would be so severe that people will reject movies which are not good or not to their liking, and they will exercise their fundamental right of telling the whole world that, look, this is what that person did and therefore you should not watch. This impact of what a YouTube video can do, where very separately Kareena Kapoor Khan and Alia Bhatt and I think Karan Johar, Arjun Kapoor, all these people at various stages have said, look, the audience doesn't matter, we are so great that people will come and flock to us. Now somebody takes all those clippings separately and puts it in cold blood, it looks very bad, right? So if I say, oh, that fund manager is not good in public, then, and if somebody takes that and plays it again and again and again, then it looks like I really meant something like that. Well, I may have made a casual statement, right? The problem is, these are casual statements, but when put together and repeated a million times, it looks like, oh, you don't want the audience, okay, we will not come, we will teach you, right? That kind of a thing. So what will now happen is, now people will start getting tired of the boycott gang. Then somebody will make a good movie, and then people will start watching, and the whole cycle will start. But maybe just maybe, such very big budget movies will not be made so easily, because it's very difficult to find 500 crore funding and realize that you're not even going to make 50 crores or 100 crores, whatever be the number. If you're not going to make enough money, then the funders will vanish, and you will start having small budget movies coming from all over the country. So the impact of Bollywood might go down. This is just speculation. There is another worry altogether though. If suppose there are no financiers to make movies, then you will be left with only the OTT platforms, which means Netflix, and largely it means Netflix and Prime and maybe Hotstar and Voot, or some 4-5 of them. Most of them have American origin, so they will now decide what kind of movies will be made, because they are the people who own the audience. Now this is something very dangerous, which means you have made the movie according to what this is the American soft power. So the Indian soft power will lose itself. Yes, we will have all the talent, we will be making the movies, but the themes will be decided by the OTT platforms, and they will be owned by the Americans. So if they decide what kind of movies to be made, if they want you to make a movie which shows the US winning in Afghanistan, that will be the trend. So there will not be too many independent movie makers, because the buyers are going to be very big. This is a dangerous trend. So is Boycott Bollywood working? I don't really know, but one thing is certain, that something seems to be working, that Gems of Bollywood and Jaipur Dialogues are able to stop people from going in even for the first day screening. So if people are just not going to the theaters, then you cannot then say, oh, the movie was good but people didn't watch. Maybe it's true, but they have been able to stop people from going in. So that is one very scary thing, but I mean, it works, right? And the thing is, the other thing to worry about if you are a commercial person is, from where can you get threat? Can you get threat for somebody who has got no financial incentive to work against you? Right? Nobody is bribing Gems of Bollywood or Jaipur Dialogues to talk about movies with a negative intent of saying, oh, these guys have hurt Hinduism. They've hurt Hinduism in the past. They've said this about India. They are not nationalists. They eat beef. Could be anything, and they have no commercial incentive to work against you. Now, this is a big danger. Normally, you thought, if you're an airline, you thought another airline will work against you, right? So they will work against you in the sense, work for themselves, saying, okay, don't travel by that airline, come to this airline. Don't go to that hotel, come to this hotel. Gems of Bollywood is not a movie maker. Gems of Bollywood does not get any incentive to say that this movie is not good. They have they've done a great job in finding out old movies, saying how they are biased against Hindi and Hinduism and all that. I'm not getting into right or wrong, but to expect competition from a person who has no commercial incentive is very difficult, because you cannot counter that person with money. You cannot go and say, I'll give you money, stop doing this, because he's not incentivized by money, he's incentivized by some bigger cause. I'm not getting into what, but that's the problem. So first you're in denial, then you say, oh, nothing will happen, then you start ignoring the good news. Now when the movies start doing well, the same Bollywood gang will say, no, this is just a flash in the pan, we will not do well. So it will take a long time for Bollywood to come back. I think the lavish lifestyles might get reduced, because they may not have too much money. A lot of their money would be put into movies, and if those movies don't do well, the good news is, a lot of small movie makers from all over the place will make movies and sell it on the OTT platform, and that will be good news. I mean, I've seen episodes like Delhi Crime, I think Delhi Crime, and the Family Man. I saw it for Manoj Bajpayee and discovered Samantha Prabhu there. So those kind of small bits without too much money, and small producers, small writers, small actors could all come and make a great impact. So will a 500 crore film have to worry about a 500 crore competitor? No, there will be somebody making something for 10 crores, 20 crores, right, kind of stuff. So that could be a threat. So a lot of changes for Bollywood, lot of changes that we also have to worry about. Do we want our films to be controlled by the OTT platforms? To me, the answer is no. I don't watch movies at all, but I'm saying that is also a worry, that you don't want 2-3 big people to control the narrative. So we are in tough times, and maybe Bollywood now sit and introspect and say, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done this, maybe we should have done this. So some of those changes will happen. Bollywood, remember, is a very, very dynamic and very smart body, right? They make movies which will sell. They don't care a damn about ideology. I keep saying this, the movies with the great social images or social messages were made by capitalists. So the capitalists who made Do Bigha Zameen or Jagte Raho knew what will sell. He may not have had any belief at all in that, in those values, but he made those movies, he funded those movies. So it's important to know our Chupke Chupke or any of those movies which are very middle class in its orientation. Those were the kind of movies which did sell. So Bollywood will think again and come back, and I'm sure Bollywood will come back in a big way, but maybe the players will be different, the numbers will be different, the amount paid to heroes and heroines could be different. So, well, watch this space. Thank you.